up, fam? Mr. World Planet here. And today we are doing a quick interview with Justin. Um, he is a fellow sports card investor. And yeah, we're just going to ask him a couple questions. I'm just waiting for him to jump on this Zoom here. Uh, yeah, so I met Justin over Instagram, and pretty much we just had the similar interest of sports card investing. And like, this guy's Instagram page, you can follow him at Justin Vision on Instagram, by the way. It's so unique, and I love his insight on not only sports cards but investing in general. It's super cool, and I couldn't wait to get him on top of a Zoom call, just because, yeah, man, just to pick his brain, dude. You'll see what I mean, man. This guy is super cool, super awesome. And yeah, we're gonna touch a lot on sports cards and stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in Justin. Let's see here. First time on Zoom. So what's up, brother? Oh, okay. Sideways.
Yo,
What is up, man?
what's going on?
How you doing, brother? Shoot, you're sideways though.
In and out, like choppy, because it's covering
There we
my mic.
Go ahead. Try turn it sideways now. Hey, there we go. Okay.
Does that work?
We got it. Bro,
Shit.
my guy.
So
Okay.
you're on the night train?
Yeah, man. Shoot, bro. So I drive tow truck, and then
Okay.
oh my God, it was just crazy last night. Like, I was thinking I was about to go home on time at 12 o'clock. And then all of a sudden, my boss hit me up. He was like, dude, 5 calls just dropped, bro. Can you stay back? I was like, hell yeah, let's get it. I was thinking I was going to be there for like 2 more hours. I was end up there for like 4 more hours. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. No, that's tough.
How is it up there,
Right.
though, man? Because you live in Boston then?
I'm in Mass, yeah, on Cape.
Massachusetts. Bro, you're talking to a guy that
It's
lives
like
on
Massachusetts. It's the same, like,
Massachusetts.
yeah,
Same thing.
but yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
right now we got like a good amount of snow, so we're kind of just
Bro.
chilling with that. But
How is that though? Like, bro, snow from our perspective looks so beautiful and just like,
yeah,
like a
no, it's
majestic
not.
thing, man.
It's not all that. Definitely not. I don't know. I do enjoy having seasons though. Like,
Yeah.
obviously we have like a short summer, but it's nice kind of getting like an even mix. But
Yeah, man. Dude, down here it's basically summer 365, and then
yeah,
into like a rainforest. The other days that is not blazing freaking hot, and then the in between is just humid as hell.
yeah.
How that works, man.
I know. I'm trying to get out there. I've never been, but I've
Bro.
heard like such good things.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, the food over here,
Yeah, I know. I see some of your stories.
Oh my God, dude. I got it. When you come down here, you got to hit me up. We can go highway in, get you some Hawaiian food, get some
Yeah, I'm
snack rolls,
down.
brother. I got you,
Definitely
man.
down.
Go to get that garlic shrimp down all the way in Haleiwa.
Mm.
Bro, some good grinds over here, man.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. But bro, so first of all, thanks so much for doing this, man. Because then, like, we've been talking about this for a long time.
I know.
Getting on this, man, and freaking, I'm super stoked to finally get you on here. Because, bro, your Instagram page is just super cool, bro. Because then, like, something I like about your insight is like a lot of people, like, I mean, it's still cool, you know, because everybody's trying to bring value. But a lot of people is like, it's real broad, like where it's like,
Right.
you gotta hustle to get it. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yours is more like in detail. Like, you're trying to give like, like the one where you were talking about like how sports and life kind of come together.
Yep. Right.
Bro, that thing right there is just perfect, man. So
No, I appreciate that. For sure.
Yeah,
Really
brother.
appreciate it.
yeah, man. But so pretty much like, I wanted to get into, let's start with how you got into sports card investing. Like, what got you into sports cards? You always been into sports cards, or you just recently got in?
No, so it's pretty much like the standard story that everyone has. Like when I was a kid, I'd always like mess around. Obviously, like didn't really take good care of them. And then I like left the hobby for a little while. Obviously, took a little hiatus. But yeah, and then I just recently I'm one of like the people that got into it during COVID, to be honest. And just like really, that's when I like really started digging in and learning. Like I always knew obviously like they existed and whatnot, but like as the hype built up, I just did some digging and fell in love with it. But
Nice. I'm about the same thing, bro. Like honestly, I
yeah.
remember it was I just saw like people talking about sports cards and stuff like that, that you can make money, and I was like, okay, wait, you can make money off of knowing sports? Like, hold on, let me
Yeah.
get into this for a little bit, bro, because
Right.
I just love sports. And then, bro, then that's when I just started getting to the rabbit hole, and pretty
Hmm.
much the same thing, man. But yeah, dude. Oh, okay. So first, I wanted to start off with this too, because you posted that picture on Instagram, the start bench cut.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you did the, what was that? Select, optic, and
And
prism,
Prism,
right?
yeah.
So okay, let's just do a couple of those real quick. So start bench cut. Let's start with that. Select, optic, and prism. What is your start bench cut and why?
That's the order for me. So I'd start select, bench optic, and cut prism. For me, like prism is, I don't know, I really don't understand why that's like the standard, like the baseline. But to me, it's just like the pop numbers are so high,
Mm,
and it's sometimes like and this is just my opinion, but the look of it is like almost like too complex in my opinion. I don't know, it's weird, but I'm not really the biggest fan of prism. And then optic, I just love like the simplicity of it. Like
mm-hmm.
it's just the pictures are just so like easygoing and appealing. But selects, there's that I'm starting select because for some reason it's just like everyone knows they're like undervalued, and there's like really super low pop numbers and everything, but people still like kind of stay away from it. But
Mm,
it's just like the feeling of like having you almost feel like it's like somewhat exclusive when you're messing with select for some reason.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, bro. No, I feel the same thing as you. Like when I look at a prism card, like no shit, it it almost feels like the player isn't the biggest part of that card. You know what I
right.
mean? Like there's so
Yeah,
much going
no,
on, and they don't change
that's a
it
good
either.
point.
It's like it's
Right.
the same. It's so cookie cutter. You know what I mean? But
Right.
so I would cut prism, same as you. But I am flipping the select and optic, and you actually pointed out why I would do that. The simplicity of optic, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's like the player is the main thing. Like he's just
Right. No,
out
that's
there
true.
with the football. It's beautiful, and oh my god, especially when you have those rated rookies with the on card auto. Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
god, those are
Sick.
just like,
Sick.
I love that stuff, man. So yeah, I
Yeah.
would go optic, start, bench, select, because select is just like you said, the low pop numbers, and also too, there's something about me loving underrated stuff, like
Right. Yeah, that's
something
kind of what it is with me too.
yeah, the no hype. It's like, oh, okay, I want to go with the no hype. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
go away
right.
from the crowd a little bit, but yeah, man. So I actually posted, and you another one, okay, this one is funny too, because you posted that video on IG, the 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 PSA, and they had PSA Beckett and SGA, and then that GMA tried to come in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But let's do start bench cut PSA Beckett SGA. Start bench cut.
Um, I'm I'm probably gonna keep that same order. For me, I definitely need to get more into Beckett.
Mm,
I don't know why I've just never really been pulled towards them,
yeah.
but I pretty much have all PSAs. So I mean I'd have to start PSA, um, bench Beckett and cut. What did you say? GMA?
No SGA.
SGA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and cut SGA. But
Yeah.
yeah, what about you on that one? I've noticed you have some Beckett.
Dude, I love Beckett. So for
Yeah.
me, it's start Beckett, bench PSA, and cut SGA. And the only reason
Mm.
why I would cut SGA is just because, like, if SGA was to like up their logo just a little bit, maybe not so much
Right.
plain black and white, I'd probably up them too. Mostly because so Beckett, I love the fact that you have the option to put why your card was graded the way it
Yeah.
was graded, because that's big to me. Mostly because a lot of guys, you see them when they open their reveals, like, man, I got a 9. Why'd I get a 9?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Beckett tells you why. Hey, bro, 9.5, 9 on surface. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
stuff like that. And then also too, because Beckett has like a solid case, and it's
Hmm.
like if I got $1,000 card, like I want it in something where if I sit on it,
Right.
it's not gonna crack in half. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not gonna sit on it, but just thought, and then, oh, bro, like that's why I love Beckett. It's also too because I wasn't like you. I didn't do sports cards since I was a kid and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
really only got into it really in COVID, and
Nice.
immediately the Beckett was the one that was like, whoa, with this gold plate, you know what I mean? It's shiny.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. And then PSA kind of just looked. My friend made an analogy. He was like, dude, it looks like a ID tag for prison. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
I
the
mean, yeah,
name
it
and
is
number.
pretty
Like,
simple. Yeah.
but I love SGA though because their website is really, like, honestly, if anybody is new to hobby, I feel like SGA is the one they should go for, just because
Mhm.
their website is so like friendly to people that don't know what they're doing. They can have a
Right.
step-by-step process. So that's that's why too, man. That's why too. Have you ever gotten anything great about SGA though?
I haven't. No, I've just recently got a PSA sub back, but I
Back.
still have like a ton of stuff waiting at PSA right now, so I'm kind of waiting
Yeah.
on that. But
So how long have you been wait? Dude, the wait times are going crazy right now.
it's a long time. I got one. I sent it. I forget. I'm not really good with like what I sent. I forgot what I sent it, but it took like maybe 3 to 4 months, and the other ones is like the bulk submission, so it's gonna be a while. But
Even longer. See, that's why too. It's like we think the pop counts are high right now, and like
that's what I'm scared of, bro.
yeah,
It's like
man.
I don't like you if you look at somebody like a Zion base prism, that I mean, I don't even know the pop numbers already. It's probably over 15K already.
Mhm.
And like you said, like I can't even imagine how much you're just sitting around like waiting at PSA or Beckett or wherever. It's
Exactly. That's the thing too, man. But okay. I did. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. So I got to start, bench, cut. Let's talk some players. Okay. So okay, this one we're gonna find out if we can be friends after this one. So MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
oh man, what is that? Um
Start, bench, cut.
this is gonna be an unpopular opinion.
Oh no! Oh
But,
no!
I mean, like how can you like I don't know how can you win with that? Like how are you gonna cut anyway?
Good. I gotta hear it, bro. I gotta hear it.
uh, to be honest, I'm gonna start LeBron. Um, yep, start LeBron.
Oh God! Now you just put yourself in a hole, bro. Like,
I know. Well, I mean, either way it's kind of screwy. But start LeBron. I don't know what the fuck. Uh, start LeBron, bench Jordan, and cut Kobe. I don't know how I can do that. I
it's
don't know
tough.
how.
See, and that's why too. So for me, honestly, I would have to be start MJ, and then I
Yeah,
would I would bench Kobe, cut LeBron. I mean, dude, but that even then, that's like what? Like you would
yeah.
cut
There's no right or wrong answer. I feel
there
like,
really isn't.
and like I hate to be like that guy, but it
Yeah,
depends on like who your team is, like who you're building around. Like I
yeah,
hate that's like such a cop out answer, but like
yeah.
if you don't have like scoring, obviously you need MJ or Kobe. But if you have like a lot of like outside shooting, somebody like that, LeBron's like your guy. So
Okay.
it's kind of I don't know, it's
No,
kind of a
no, no.
cop out,
That's
but
facts. That's facts too. Because I mean, obviously it does. So I'm just having fun. Because okay, so if you thought that one was hard, I think this one might be harder. So you said LeBron, MJ. So let's go LeBron, MJ, and your boy, the Truth.
I mean Paul Pierce is my all time favorite, but I gotta
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
him.
You gotta cut him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You're
like
on that one then.
I gotta cut him. Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. I hate the like LeBron and Jordan debate because like either way you're like throwing shade at somebody, but like they're
Mm,
just like completely different. Like I don't know. I hate debating them, and I hate like I kind of hate how much slander LeBron gets. I think that's why
mm,
I kind of like gravitate towards him, like you
mhm.
said, just kind of like the underdog in the situation. But I don't know. I watched the game last night, and now that I think of it, I would probably switch that and take MJ because LeBron kind of choked it in the game last night.
Yeah,
But
but dude, he's also like how old? And okay, wait. Like, yeah, let's not remember too. This is the beginning of the season. LeBron don't turn on till
Right.
then
Yeah.
LeBron come out like, y'all forgot, you know,
Right.
stuff like that. So, but okay. So let's go into football real quick. And this one is more like I kind of want to do an investment with this one too, just because like I've been thinking a lot lately. So investment wise, outside of quarterback, running back, tight end, or wide receiver.
I think you have to go wide receiver, other than quarterback, obviously. But quarterback's like obviously the safest. But if you think, for me personally, I would probably invest in a wide receiver first.
And why is that?
But I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like the most flashy in a sense, where like I mean, I guess it depends on the personality. Like if you have somebody like DK or something like that, like he's very like flashy. He's always like on like the headlines. So like to me, you'd have to like gravitate towards someone that's always going to be like at like the epicenter in the news, pretty much. But,
Right. I
yeah.
know. See, that's interesting too, because then like in the beginning I thought that would be running back, because my logic on that was you have two people that can score. It's quarterback or running back, because a quarterback, even if he throws to a wide receiver, that's still quarterback. A
Right.
quarterback hand off to running back, that's all running back. But one, running backs don't last that long, and two, they're most of them are just very quiet, and the ones that are talk aren't really very good usually. You know what I mean? And then I was thinking wide receiver too, but lately, bro, I really think it's tight end. Just because,
Really?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you look at those, and there's only so like Metcalf, you got Metcalf and Lockett, right? And like there's 3-4 wide receiver sets sometimes. Tight end, I mean, yeah, you have two tight ends, but only one guy's really the guy who's gonna run a route, catch a ball. And you look at guys like Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, and George Kittle, like those guys. Or I even think Travis Kelce was on WWE too, but you see how like their personalities are like they're going places, man, with like freaking TikToks and stuff too. So I don't know, man. That's why. What do you think about tight ends?
I mean, they're definitely like, especially now, they have like the most personality, like you just said. So it's not a bad investment. So to be honest, I don't really invest in football. I'm strictly just like basketball and a little bit of baseball, but yeah, I don't really like keep up with the market as much as somebody who's like super into football, but yeah.
Okay, so that's perfect right there. So actually, I already wanted to ask you this too. Was what is your like top investments then going into basketball? Are you more into like I actually like, because I know you have. So let's do maybe
No,
like your top investments of players that aren't playing right
I'd have to go aren't playing Shaq,
now.
Kobe. I have a nice Pierce that I got. Who else? Yeah, those are like the main ones, to be honest, like Shaq and Kobe.
And it's cool too, because I noticed you were posting Shaq a lot more before it even had that like big boom.
Yeah.
Like, man, so good on you. Because honestly, I was thinking Shaq too. I was like, dude, like all the, because I'm more opposite of you. I'm more like real football and basketball. It's scary just because like I know surface. I don't know like in depth. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I was thinking, I was like, man, Shaq. And then, dude, even oh my god, this is the biggest regret I have was AI. Me and my friend were talking.
Yeah, his went crazy.
Dude, oh my god,
absolutely insane.
There was a Beckett 10 that went for under $1,000 like not that long ago. And me and my friend was like, we should grab it. I was like, shit, maybe not. And then I was like, oh my god, dude, we should have got it. But okay.
It's nice. I'm still like learning. Like I'm pretty much just still like studying, researching. So I try to like not spend too much, like, or have like huge purchases to kind of like, I guess, mitigate the risk a little bit. But so I like trying to like, it's almost more rewarding too, like finding little like undercover finds. Or like in the, like, for example, I got like there's two Shaqs I have. These two. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
The glare is kind of bad, but so like these two Shaqs totaled me like $90, and you're talking like when I got them. Now they're like they've gone kind of crazy, but so two PSA 9s, two of them totaled me around $90, and now it's upwards of like 400, 450 around there. So like, yeah, like kind of like searching and doing some digging is almost better in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. So I see that stack right there. We got to
Yeah,
go
I
through
got
that now. We got to go through
yeah, I got some
that.
different stuff. This is probably my most like rewarding or I got like a Kevin Durant rookie PSA 9. That one it was nice because like this was I bought it for I think 260 at the time,
Mm,
and it's like PSA 9 KD rookie card, and it's like it was a no brainer to me. It's like because people weren't looking at him, he was still kind of like hurt. He was still like out at the time when I got it, and the way I look at it is like if he like a rule of thumb I try to go with is if these players never played another game, like would they still be an all-time great?
mm-hmm.
So like I try to like ask myself, and obviously there's going to be some prospecting where that's not the case, but the majority of stuff like that is can like answer that question with like any kind of like LeBron or Kobe.
Right. Right.
It's just like a no-brainer to me. Um, I have another one too is like Tim Duncan that
Mm,
I have. Like it was I think I got this one for like it's hard with the glare, but got this one PSA 9 for I forget, maybe like $60, something
mm.
like that.
Okay.
Um, what else? Yeah, Paul Pierce. I got like some Jason Tatum, some Jaylen Brown, huge Celtics guy. So got like Paul Pierce. Like I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. So I noticed that LeBron is not a rookie. So I
nah,
want to know your perspective on that because a lot of people, like especially when I first came into this too, it was rookie only. That's like
yeah.
the only one you can get. So what is your perspective on like what cards like people can actually invest in? Like does it have to only be rookies?
Nah, I don't think so. I think that's like a common mistake that I made and that a lot of people make is like you can still find a lot of value in non-rookie cards, whether it's like a lot of times if you look at like first year stuff, so like first year prisms, first year
Mhm.
optics, stuff like that. But like one example and like another thing that I look for is so you can look for like non-based or something that's like serialized.
Mm,
So I'll show you a few that I have that are actually kind of like what I'm talking about. Like, so for example, this Anthony Davis first year optic.
oh, that's nice.
It's an orange and it's serial numbered to 199. And this is, I mean, it's you're looking at like AD. I think it was like $150.
Mm,
So, and you're obviously gonna have low pop numbers, and that's a PSA 10. You're
mm,
gonna have low pop numbers and stuff like that. Another one is this is like one of my favorite cards, but second year Jaylen Brown. This one is numbered to 50,
mm-hmm.
and that one was $30, I think. So
Okay. So see, that's why like that's the crazy thing too is like remember how we were talking about how Zion there's a bunch in there right now and once that
mhm,
pop count goes way high,
right,
I think it's more so like okay, so what's the rare card? And then I think that's when people are going to realize like okay, so it's about
right,
what cards are the ones that pop out, you know what I mean? And things like that like
yeah,
uh yeah, I do cuz like oh my god, yeah, Panini just announced that insert that they have the Slam magazine one.
okay, yeah,
Oh my gosh, like that one right there. I'd rather have one of those Kobe Slam magazine ones than that top one that's going for like 30 grand right now. Honestly,
right,
that one's beautiful as hell. So I
yeah.
think
You just gotta be like creative,
exactly the
like
creativity and then
just
like how
kind of
you
like
said
think
too.
different.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like looking in places that other people don't look.
Right.
Right, right. Okay, okay.
But let me
So
ask you something.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
like the biggest like mistake you've made?
Oh, dude, my first card.
What was that?
Dude, it was crazy. So I came into this so confident, and I was thinking to myself, dude, Josh Jacobs is gonna be a beast. And I'm not even a Raiders fan. I was just like, okay, he's in Las Vegas. The market is big. And okay, so another guy who we're gonna talk about after this too. Vegas Dave was talking about Derek Carr, right?
Oh
I was like,
no.
dude, he must be right about that. And then I saw this. Josh Jacobs National Treasure, and I was like, buy. I bought it for $400.
Oh man.
It was a Beckett 9, and it's a
Okay.
sideways card. And my friend bought a vertical Josh Jacobs card for $80 right after. National Treasures, dude. Oh my God, my heart, it just dropped. I was like, what the fuck? Then that's when it kind of like made me realize, like, I think I got to do a lot more research before I hit that buy button.
Right. Yeah, I mean, hey, lesson learned. We all kind of have them.
Exactly. Like that, and that's why too, bro. Like I noticed you read that like Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor
Oh
Dad,
yeah,
book,
yeah.
and he talks about like it's just paid education pretty much. I just paid
Right.
to learn a lesson. It's never gonna happen again. And I mean I love the card because of that. Like I look at it like,
Right.
oh man, like that was a big lesson right there. What about you, brother? What was your biggest mistake?
I have a couple, but one would just be like inexperienced buying with like raw cards. I went through it when I first started. I was like, oh, raw cards, like easy buys, super cheap. And then I would get them and they would like look good. I would like briefly look them over and I'd get them in hand and I'd be like, oh man, like what the hell did I just do? Like it would be like just one of the shittiest cards ever. But another big one that I made in the beginning was like just like listening too much to takes, like looking up, literally typing in like best rookie cards to get or like who should I invest in, and like that it was just like I have some buys where I just like would pretty much read people's picks and be like boom buying and like I don't know, that's just like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. And my logic on that one is like, dude, if everybody knows about it, you're too late.
Yep.
You gotta go look under a rock that they're not looking under yet. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And I mean that there's a risk in that, but the reward is just way better too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, so that's okay. We gotta get into this Vegas Dave guy, man. So you sent me that post yesterday of, oh my God, what? Okay, so the post was the girl was walking away from him, and I believe she had his basketball pick tattooed on her ass. Was that
Something
tattooed?
like that. It was crazy. I was just like, I can't even. This guy's a goofball. I can't take him. Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know much about him, and I try to like stay away because I don't know. I hate the whole like him versus Gary Vee type thing because I'll say right now, like I'm super biased towards Gary Vee. Like, just like his positive vibes, kind of like how he teaches you lessons. He provides a lot more like value, in my opinion, to me. Where like you even if I like scroll past Vegas Dave, it's kind of just like, look how like rich I am. You should listen to me, or that's the vibe I get. It's all this is all my opinion.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like where Gary Vee, like he's just kind of like doing his own thing, and it's kind of funny because I just feel like he's just living rent free in Vegas Dave's head right now, and I'm kind of like I'm kind of loving it, to be honest. Like
he hasn't even
got this
responded.
dude like burning cards and stuff, and Gary Vee's not even worried about it. Like he's just kind of like doing his thing and just still like providing value daily. So I'm like I said, I'm super biased, so I know it's not. It might not mean as much, but I don't know. What's your take on it?
Well, like, okay, so Gary Vee, obviously I love Gary Vee. I knew about Gary Vee before Vegas Dave. So bias too. Like if we're talking Gary Vee, Vegas Dave, it's obvious, dude. Like this guy's adding value, and this guy's more so like, haha, look at me. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's the kind of.
The only thing is just like, so he's from Hawaii, and it's like he is still inspirational. Like, because I mean I can pull inspiration from anybody. You know what I mean? Like that's like something I love to do. And like just the fact that he made it out of Hawaii and he's doing what he's doing right now, like I could never root against someone from Hawaii. But I mean that's me. My wife still thinks he's an asshole. Like she hates it. When I watch his videos sometimes she's like, why are you watching him? Dude, turn him off. And I'm like, I mean I'm not like following him like, oh my God, he's a god. But like I'll watch him and stuff. And I mean I know it's all a gimmick. Like he's just trying to you know, but sometimes the gimmick can go too far, man. Like predicting that the market's gonna crash, that's one thing. Burning a card like that, just to like that one right there, that had like you could have just predicted the market was going to crash and everybody would have been like,
Right.
okay, huh.
Well,
That right there
it's
was
all like clickbait. Like
exactly.
you're gonna watch it if you see somebody burning. Like I forget which cards he was burning, but
You joined
um,
the Jordan sticker, the rookie sticker.
yeah, I don't know. He's a lot, but
Yeah. So, what do you think about his prediction too? Like, where do you think the market? Like, not so much like what do you think about his prediction? Like, I mean, who gives a shit about his prediction already? But more so, like, what do you see the market doing in the next 4 to 5 years?
um, I don't know. Little disclaimer: I'm obviously not an expert,
Yeah,
um,
right.
but I don't like. I don't. It's obviously gonna like fluctuate like every market does. Like you look at like real estate and like the stock market, like it's gonna go ups and it's gonna have its ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like you might see I think we talked about it before where you have players that haven't like proven anything that
Mm-hmm.
their value is through the roof. Like I think those players that don't fulfill pretty much their prices, like those prices could tank, those prices could go down, especially like we've been talking about with the super high pop numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I just don't see like Shaq or somebody like that, like somebody with like a proven past. Like I don't understand how their values gonna just like disappear. Like these guys are all time greats. Like they're gonna be around, in my opinion. And like if they don't, or if the values tank, like he's saying, like I'm still like having fun and in love with what I'm doing. So I'm not really like stressing about it, I guess.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So, mm, okay. So that's interesting too. So you think it's so how do you think like the investment side is going to be? You think it's still going to just keep going up in the next 3 years, or you think it's like I mean I know you said it's going to go up and down,
mhm.
but so how do I say? So how do you see that Shaq card being in 5 years from now? Like right now it's about $400. Do you see that in like 4 to 5 years from now being over $1,000?
I mean, I really don't know, to be honest, but like I do think that like I said, I think there already has been like a little shift of like more leaving the modern side and going towards like the vintage side, or like I guess legends, Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
So we've kind of seen that like shift a little bit. So I mean, if I had to guess, I would think that it's gonna eventually like level out to where the like rookies and prospects prices are going to probably dip a little bit, and then you might see pull up of the all-time greats or legends, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I think is I think COVID's gonna hurt the prospecting big time, just because college sports right now is, and if you look at the next generation prospects, the high school
Right.
kids, like these kids aren't even in the gym right now, most of them, you know what I mean? And
True.
you're gonna go up against a guy like who maybe Jason Tatum in 4 years, who's been getting paid to bust his ass every
Yeah.
day. Like there's no way, man. So I honestly believe the guys who people are investing in right now will be the guys who people invest in 4 years from now.
Mm.
And I think it's more so like how we touched on earlier, where it's gonna be like they're gonna figure out, oh, okay, maybe we don't just need to invest in rookie cards. And I think it's gonna be spread out more like butter, like just kind of
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
like that.
these are the nice cards, these are the ones I want. And I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna weed out a lot more of the guys who are in this just for the cash.
Right.
And
That's
the guys,
true. Yeah.
yeah, and the guys like us who just fall in love with these cards are just going to stick around, and there's going to be a lot more of those guys. And I think with not only us but the younger generation that like our kids, or just kids who just see their parents or their uncles into cars, like my nephews, I brought a pack over to the house the other day, and his binder, like, you know what I mean, he had like 2 pages filled.
Yeah.
Dude, I just went back, his whole freaking binder is filled with stuff already. It's like, oh, right on, brother, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen too. I think it's more so like the hobby's gonna boom, and I think it's just gonna, the price range thing is just gonna kind of like even out. Like I mean, obviously there's gonna be levels to cards. Like certain
Right.
cards, like I said, it's gonna be like the Lamborghinis, and then some cards are gonna be like the Toyota Siennas, and you
Right.
know what I mean. But so like I think because in
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
Gary Vee had a good point too, where he talked a lot about like partial shares. Like you see those companies coming up where like you can
yeah.
own partial shares. So that, I mean, that could also help the market where you're talking
Mm,
about like super high end cards. So like that could help keep their prices like where they are
mm.
with like the partial share companies. I don't really know too much about them. I just know they're like an up and coming thing.
How
Well,
do you feel about that? The partial shares thing. Like, do you
I
think
mean,
that
I don't know if I could do it to be honest, but I think it's like a great concept because I mean, you look at like my cards are all like in like a I would say even like the like zero range to like 5 to 600. Like I just I don't have the confidence yet. Like I'm still learning, so I don't have the confidence to go pull trigger on like $1,000, $2,000 card.
right?
But I mean that will come with time. But like partial shares, as in like the super high rollers, like say sharing like a Jordan rookie, like a Fleer Jordan rookie or something like that. I
Right,
could see
right.
that happening, but it's like big money, not a little bit above my pay grade.
Okay,
But
okay. So right on, man. Hey, so before I let you go, I just wanted to do um quick thing. So maybe just what are 3 tips that you would give to someone who's new to the hobby that's maybe coming in just, you know what I mean, it doesn't have to be expert advice, just your advice. Like what, like based off what you've been through and everything that you've learned, what are 3 things that someone new to the hobby you could just give them value right now? 3 tips.
um, one would be, and this is like my biggest one, but like follow what you know and you love. So like if I don't like I told you earlier, like I'm not big into investing in football, so I'm not gonna like dump a ton of money in there. Or if I know absolutely nothing about say like wrestling, like I'm not gonna just throw a ton of money in and like not be like super into it. But like with basketball, I'm always watching, getting updates, and I'm like interested in it. Another one would be I like this like of saying like be your own like GM. Like you think of like general managers of like sports teams and whatnot. Like
Okay.
if you wouldn't want to have that player on your team, or like you didn't do like obviously scouts are way above us. They get paid to like have that skill, but have some like fun with it and do like scouting. Like look up like I like to be on like Twitter and just like looking at news reporters for certain teams and players. Um, Another one, the last one would be like create create your like core values. Like have your kind of like a rough blueprint and like stick to it. Like don't let the outside noise kind of like sway your opinions as hard as it is, and we all get trapped into it. But
Right, right.
if you can have like your kind of like script, it's always pretty helpful.
Okay,
But,
okay. So what are like your core values then?
so I stick to like one of them is always like invest in what you're passionate in.
Right.
That's like the big one where it's like it's a win-win. Like say I invested in like some Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I'm like a huge Celtics fan, so it's not. I mean, it's kind of like natural. Um, Another one would be like so keep I try to do like a rough percentage of like so I'll obviously we love ripping packs and prospecting, but I'll keep like a higher percentage, say like 80% investing in like legends and Hall of Famers, and like a 20% in like prospecting, and like ripping packs if I can find them, stuff like that. Um,
More safe
and
bet.
then what was that? I'm sorry.
More of a safe bet type of thing, huh?
Right. Yeah. Like
Right,
just kind
right.
of like play it smart, and I like to like prospect and take some risks, but um, I think another one of mine is just kind of like it was a good piece of advice I was told when I first started. It's just kind of like don't be afraid to like have a watch list, or like kind of like sit on the sidelines or be in the bleachers. Like
I
join
like
like
that.
yeah, man, like just join Facebook groups. kind of like watch stuff on eBay, form like a watch list, almost like kind of like fake money. Like, oh, if I bought this card for $200, like let me see what it is in 6 months or whatever. Like kind of like ease into it. And so like if I'm looking into like certain LeBron cards, like I'm gonna like watch LeBron's market, certain things like that. So don't be afraid to like watch, I guess, is another one of them. But yeah, those are usually like my big three.
I like that one too, because like that one for me is so hard, because it's like to
Yeah, it
see a
is.
card, to see a card that goes for like $80, and then you're watching and you believe in it, and then the freaking thing shoots up to like $400. You're just like, shit. But it's still fun. Like you know what I mean? Like that AI card. Oh my god, that thing just like kills me, man. But
Yeah.
but
It just happened to me with I was watching Carmelo and his like PSA 9. I think it was his Topps Chrome, but it was going for like $130, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to. Like, I think he's gonna be like a top 10 like all-time scorer. Like he's creeping up, he's almost there. And I was like, you know what? Let me just kind of watch what it's doing. And then like a week later, it was like selling for like $370, almost $400. And I'm like, oh man, like. So I missed that one, but I'd rather miss it than like buy it at its high and then have it tank. So.
Because from what I've noticed too is that there's always gonna be another investment. There's just
right.
There's another one that's always coming. So that watch thing, I love that one because you can easily it's almost like going to the gym. You know what I mean? Just developing your skills, doing that research, and then eventually you'll get that one and she'll go.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's what it's about, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, Justin, thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I love doing it. We should definitely got to do it again. But
for sure, man. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do this again. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube. So everybody, go ahead and follow him. It's at _ Justin Vision.
Yep.
On IG, and then I am at Mr. World Standard on IG. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and then we'll snip this up, post it on IG and stuff like that too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, brother. Hey. Thank you so much. Oh, what time is it?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's almost 3:30.
Oh, damn. What time is it here? 10 o'clock. Oh, we're like halfway around the world, brother.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
All right, man. Hey, thank you, Justin.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Everybody, Mr. World Standard out.